What's good, YouTube? CJ Gaming here, bringing you back for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video on the channel. As you can see, today we're going to be having an ODION deck. And basically with this ODION deck, it's just kind of stalling them out, chipping away at the life points until we get them down to 0. As you can see, we are playing the Lava Golem, which takes 1,000 points of damage off your opponent once you tribute off 2 of their monsters. We're also playing 1 Man-Eater Bug to destroy 1 of their monsters. We're playing Skyry. We're playing 3 of these so that can attack directly and then it's banished, but then we get it back in the next turn for ourselves. We're also playing Inabar White Rabbit. We're playing 2 of these, so we get attack with it, then it goes back to our hands instead of attack directly. We're also playing Temple of the Mind's Eye. So what this is, any damage taken by a player is 1,000. So that means when our Skarmory or our White Rabbit, if they attack, they will be doing 1,000 damage, not the 700 or 600 damage. But it also means if our opponent attacks us, we'll only be taking 1,000 damage, not X amount of damage off them. Then we also have our traps. Obviously we got Floodgate Trap Hole. We have 1 Impermanent Attack. We have 1 Wall Disruption. 1 Draining Shield. Zing Zang Hu. We're playing 2 Attack and Receives, 1 Jar of Greed, 1 Windstorm, and then 3 Massive Morphs. And then we are using the ability Chain Reaction, so we activate any of these traps, our opponent will be taking additional damage. So without further ado, guys, we're just going to jump straight in and get a few more duels under our belt. This is a very fun deck to use because you do got to use the, like, it's just trolling people really. It's just a stall kind of. It's just an annoying deck to play against, and it's actually super fun and super hyped to use it. See if we're getting on the ladder now, guys. Okay, so we're playing against someone from Bolivia who's rank 3 at the moment. He's playing a Pegasus deck, so we'll have to see what he's playing now. And it is a Mind Scan deck, so I'm assuming it's probably going to be Cyber Angels.
I shall bury all who stand in my way.
Let's have a look at our hand here, guys. We didn't get too bad of a starting hand because we got our White Rabbit and we got 2 of our traps to kind of stall out, as well as the Temple of the Mind's Eye. So we didn't give us too much away, guys. He didn't show us what is actually what kind of deck he's playing. So what we're going to do first of all is activate the Temple of the Mind's Eye. So that just allows us to do the extra bit of damage when we attack, and we're going to summon out our Skarmory. Skarmory? To attack him directly, and then we'll place down our 2 traps as well.
I set my card. I set my card. Time to battle.
And so then we'll attack into him now and do 600 points of damage. Unless he's got Econ or something back in his back row. Okay, so he does actually have the Econ, which is unfortunate for us. But we still have our trap card, so we'll have enough to kind of stall him off a bit longer. We won't surrender. We'll just end our turn there, guys. And as I said, we still have our Floodgate Trap Hole and our Wall Disruption, so we're still in a good position. Okay, so he's playing Guardian Statues, which is it's a pretty fun deck to play as well. It's kind of similar to our deck build, except it's more about trying to get cards back to your hand and stuff.
Let's battle. Prepare yourself. My monster attacks your life points directly.
There's no point even activate the Wall Disruption just yet. We'll take the damage and draw. We actually got another Skarmory, which is unfortunate. I kind of wanted to get a few more traps, so it's unfortunate that we got Skarmory. But we will just attack. Even though I assume he's probably got another enemy controller back there, we'll still just attack in, just make him use it. Okay, so we had a Jane and shield, which is unfortunate as well.
My trap activates.
So at the moment, this is not going too well for us, guys, but hopefully we can pick things up a bit.
That ends my turn.
My turn. Draw. My monster's effect activates.
So we're going to just set him down, flip him back up to get rid of Skirmy back to our hand.
My monster's effect activates.
So this is not going too well for us at the moment, guys. We're only drawn into our monsters. We really need some more of our traps to try and get rid of this guy.
Let's battle. Prepare yourself. I attack you directly with
We won't activate the auto disruption at the moment. There's no point of us activating it because we're still going to be taking the 1,000 points in damage.
my turn comes
Spirit
to a
is quite
close.
Draw.
We want a permanent attack, which is not too bad because that just save us taking damage next turn.
Set my card.
And we'll try one more time to attack in with our Skirmy.
I summon a monster in attack position. Time to battle.
Will you have the third trap to defend
Strike.
against our attack? I assume so.
Monster attacks your life points
Just
directly.
as I expected.
So it was a windstorm we had now instead.
Face down card.
So he is slowly but surely chipping away at our life points, which is funny enough because that's the kind of deck that we're playing right now, is trying to chip away at his life points, but yet we haven't actually got a chance to do that. But we'll get our chance, guys, don't worry.
My turn is complete.
When will you realize that none of your strategies will work against me?
Oh, and the emote. The emote at us, guys.
Draw. My monster's effect activates.
Your fighting spirit is formidable.
My monster's effect activates.
So the same thing again, just going to put him back in our hand, but this time we're just going to activate the permanent shield so we don't get to take any damage.
I'd like you to meet my monster. I summon a monster in attack position.
So we are just going to floodgate trap hold this. We don't want any more shenanigans.
I activate a... Your troubles have only begun.
Let's battle.
And then we will activate the impermanent attacks. We are
You directly with my monster.
getting quite low on life points, so we don't want to be kind of taking any more damage that we don't need to be taking. So we'll activate that we take no battle damage this turn, so that's not too bad for us. And then hopefully we get some more of our traps to kind of slow them down a bit more in this turn.
My
I'm not
turn
out of
comes to a
options yet.
close.
My turn.
So we draw. We got a Drain and Shield. As I said, it stalls out another few turns for us, and we'll see if we can get the Skirmy off for the third time.
Come forth. I summon a monster in attack position.
Sky's Fury, sorry. Sky's Fury?
Time to battle.
I'll attack into him now. See what happens.
My monster attacks you directly.
So we finally do get to take a bit of damage off him, so he takes 2,000 in damage. And the Sky Fury will be banished to our banish zone until our next turn.
My turn is complete.
When will you realize that none of your strategies will work against me? My turn. I draw. I set a card face down. Time to battle. Take this.
So he's going to attack into us, but we're just going to activate the Drain and Shield so he can't actually attack us. We gain a bit more life points back.
Activate your
and he does take the extra 200 points of damage. So all we need to do is get 3 more attacks off on his life points, and we will have won the duel.
I end my turn.
Prepare yourself.
It's actually a pretty good first duel because it's kind of a mirror match, and unfortunately we did get another white rabbit instead of a trap. But we'll summon our second Sky Stormy.
Awaits you. I summon a monster in attack position.
And then we will attack into his life points.
Battle.
Hopefully he doesn't have any more traps to stop us from doing his these battle damage.
Strike. My monster attacks you directly.
So we got the third econ needed.
I flip
I think that's his third econ or his second.
I activate a quick
Actually, now that I think about it, I think it's only his second. He used a drained shield the first time. And then we'll attack him with their second Sky Skirmy to do the 1,000 points of damage.
Monster attacks your life points directly.
Oh! This is a nightmare.
My monster's effect activates.
So now we're kind of in the driving seat a little bit, but the duel is a long way from being over.
That ends my turn.
Because as long as he's got the
Everything is still proceeding.
Guardian statue on the field, he has a good chance of still winning the duel. Because he can return any of our cards back to the hand.
I set a card.
So it really kind of depends on what we pull into, guys.
Monster's effect.
So we have to believe in the heart of the card, as Yugi would say.
My monster's effect activates.
So yeah, we'll set the second Sky Skirmy back to the hand.
Time to battle. Prepare yourself.
Probably the best card we could pull into now maybe will be the Lava Golem, just so we can get rid of these 2 cards off the field.
Oh, I must not lose. Not
I end
until
my
your
turn.
dueling spirit is quite repelled.
So we draw. We actually get a Jar of Greed, which is not too bad. We're obviously going to draw a lot worse cards.
I set my card.
And then we'll summon our second Sky Skirmy back out.
I summon a
And we will attack into him for a game, but I assume we'll have something in the back row there to start out a few more turns. There we go. He had the floodgate trap hole.
I activate a face down card.
But we still will attack him with the first Sky Skirmy.
Let's battle. I shall take you down.
So it really is the mirror match now.
Monster attacks your
Kind of burn against stall.
You did exactly what I thought you'd do.
And they had the mirror wall, which has no effect because, as we said, we have the Temple of the Mind's Eye on the field, so he's going to be taking 1,000 damage no matter what we attack with or he attacks with.
My turn is complete.
Everything is still proceeding as I envisioned.
So it looks like next turn we will get the win as long as he doesn't draw into anything too serious.
Well now, I summon a monster in attack position.
Okay, so we did get a second monster for himself, which is unfortunately going to be the Sergeant Electrode.
My monster's effect activates.
I think that is game over for us, guys.
My monster's effect activates.
Because yeah, we'll turn this to our hand and then
Look upon your
he'll attack with his 2 creatures, so that'll be 1,000 points of damage, so we'll lose then. It is unfortunate, but we will hop in and get another duel to see if we can win that.
My monster's effect.
It's actually really hype duel because it went down to the wire, like we were on top, he was on top, you know, it was pretty good. Bit of back and forth. Unfortunately we didn't get the win though. Bit salty about it, but what can you do?
Here I go. My monster attacks your life points directly.
So that's the first point of 1,000 damage, so here's second 1,000 damage, and that's the
Monster attacks
first loss of the stream. Hopefully we can bounce back with a quick win now. So jump back in. We'll try to get the quick win and start moving up this platinum ladder, so we can get back into legendary and then into King of Games, like we did in the last few streams we had in the last season of Duel Links. We're playing against someone from America here, who's plat 4 at the moment, and he's also playing a Pegasus type deck. And he's actually doing very well for himself, because if he wins he will gain a rank. So he's playing the Mind Scan ability, and he's got a bit of an extra deck there, so I assume probably Cyber Angel deck.
I shall bury. Do you realize? Duel.
We didn't get too bad of starting hand, we got our Massive Morph, we got a Jar Greed, we got the attack receive, and we got a white rabbit, so we didn't get too bad of a starting hand. It kind of depends what we draw into now to make it just a bit extra tasty. Okay, so what's he thinking about? He wants to play something.
I set a monster. I end my turn.
Okay, he doesn't go too mad. He just sets the one face down and one back row. I've got a Skyscreamer. So we'll summon that out to the field first. And then set our 3 traps down. Just so we can start chipping away at his life points, and then also giving the additional defense for our creature.
Let's battle.
So is there anything in his back row that can stop us from attacking directly? Is it an enemy controller he has there? No, he doesn't activate it anyway, so he takes the 600 points of damage, and our Skyscreamer will be banished from play for this turn.
That ends my turn.
Time to make my move. My turn.
Okay, you might be able to see what kind of deck he's playing now if he starts revealing his cards to us.
I set a card face down.
Okay, so he's playing a Glad Beast deck. And what I will do is activate Massive Morph on it, so it can't actually attack us directly. So that will stop him using this Glad Beast to kind of tin out his deck and remove cards and stuff like that. We played a lot with Glad Beast, so we know kind of how good they are at these situations.
Now, I summon a monster in attack position.
We'll just activate the Jar of Greed and see what we can get out of the deck here. You got a Man-Eater Bug, which is not too bad, guys. That'd be good for the next turn. We can play him out.
Monster attacks your life points directly.
And then we will activate the attack receive, doing the 700 points of life damage and then the extra 200 for our ability. It's not too bad, guys.
My monster's effect activates.
1900 points of damage first turn is really good. And then we get the additional 600 next turn. So we're right on our way to winning this duel.
I end my turn.
Prepare yourself. Draw.
So we draw. We got another Skyscreamer, but I actually think I'm going to place down the Man-Eater Bug, just so he can attack into it with his Glad Beast and we can just destroy it off the bat. And then we're going to attack his life points directly with the Skyscreamer. Is he going to activate something in his back row to stop him from doing this? Nope, he doesn't. He lets us attack him directly, and we'll end our turn there, guys, with our opponent left with 1500 life points.
I end my turn.
I'm just getting warmed up.
If
I
you
draw.
think that card will help, you must be in a rush to lose.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'd like you to meet my monster.
So unfortunately he does get a second Glad Beast, or third Glad Beast out of the deck. But we will start out the turn because we will destroy the carry with our Man-Eater Bug. Just so we don't take any unwanted damage on our life points. And then the next turn we will summon out the second Skyscreamer and do 1200 points of damage. Hopefully we can get another trap or something just to do the additional damage that we need to win the duel.
Let the fun begin. I
Abandon all hope of defeating me. I draw.
That's actually pretty good. We got the attack receive, so we'll be doing enough damage now once he attacks our life points directly to win this first duel, or second duel, sorry.
Come forth. I summon a monster in attack position.
I anticipated that.
Okay, so he finally activates the floodgate trap hole. He's sick of getting all this damage taken off him, but that shouldn't mean too much for us, as long as we can get this attack off with our Skyscreamer.
I'll cut you down. My monster attacks your life points.
Okay, so he's definitely sick of us attacking him directly. Activate the enemy controller as well. Whilst we're still in decent position because we have our attack receive back here and our white rabbit in the hand, so we still have lots of plays to do.
Proceeding as I envisioned. My turn. I draw. I'd like you to meet my monster. I summon a monster in attack position. Let's battle. Prepare yourself. My monster attacks.
So he destroys both of our monsters, but he attacks us directly, so he'll be taking the extra. This time it'll be 1,000 points of damage off us.
Even if I were to fall, I behold.
So it should be next turn we will win. And from the chat, we've got a shout out for Slacker1939. Thanks for coming out to stream, Slacker.
I have no intention of quitting. My monster's effect activates. Hope you're ready. I special summon a monster.
So still in a very good position, guys, because we're just going to attack him with our white rabbit next turn. He has no back row there, and as long as he doesn't have a spear creeper in hand, that will be victory for us.
Options yet. I draw.
We got the Temple to the Mind's Eye. We'll activate that straight off the bat as well, just for, like, you know, the shits.
Activates. And now, I summon a monster in attack. Time to battle.
So as long as he doesn't have a spear creeper in hand, guys, it's a victory. Yes, get in there, guys. Come on. First victory of the stream. Let's go. So that was a great victory for us, guys. Well done. So we've got one loss and one win to duel, or with this deck, so it's a 50-50 deck so far. Hopefully we can get this win under the belt, guys, and improve this ratio. So we're playing against another person from the United States, and he's playing a Jade and Yuki deck, so I assume it's probably going to be an Elemental Hero type deck. This time we get to go first, which is not too bad, guys. Honestly, we got a pretty good start in hand. We got the Floodgate Trap Hole. We also got a Massive Morph and an Attack Receive. So we'll play all our traps first, but we won't play our monster just yet. Just because our white rabbit will go back to our hand if we end up playing it onto the field.
I draw. I'm firing up Elemental Hero Blazeman.
So as I was right, he is playing an Elemental Hero type deck, and we'll just Floodgate Trap Hole this straight off the bat. Even though his effect will still get off and he will get his polymerization, we'll just Floodgate Trap Hole it. Oh, the effect actually didn't go off because we Floodgate Trap Hole. That's actually pretty good. I didn't know that actually happened. So we got the Skyscreamer here, and we'll play that straight out to the field. And attack him directly. Let's go, guys. We're getting the chip off on him now. And we escape. Bye-bye to this Skyscreamer. So it's a really good start for this duel for us, guys, so far. So hopefully we can keep this pressure on him now.
From my hand, I activate a spell.
Okay, he's going to play Ancient Rules. He's going to be summoning out a big monster now from his...
Geospace has a brand new
So he's going to summon out the Elemental Hero Neos, and I was going to wait and see what he wants to do. I was going to activate the Massive Morph on him, but we'll just have to wait and see what he's going to do. Because we could wait, because he might want to be fusing these guys together to obviously make some Elemental Hero card. I can't remember the name of it right now. I think it's Neo's Blaze King or something like that. Blaze Man. So he doesn't actually fuse anything together. So what we're going to do is activate Massive Morph on the Elemental Hero Neos. And then when his Blaze Man attacks, we will activate the attack and receive, so he does a bit of extra damage to them. A nice 700 points of damage directly to him.
That's a mistake. I activate a face down card. My trap activate. Bear with.
So we go, a nice another 700 points of damage to him.
My turn's done.
You're falling into my trap. You just don't realize it. Draw.
So we got a second White Rabbit to the hand, which is unfortunate, but we get our Skarmory back. And we'll play the second White Rabbit out.
New horror awaits you. I summon a monster and attack. Let's battle.
I would have much preferred if we got a trap, guys, because we don't have that back row protection that we actually really need right now. Because I assume he's playing a Neos Elemental Hero deck, so there's going to be fusions coming out, so he might be able to fuse off Elemental Hero Neos next turn, attack us directly and win the duel. So we'll have to have our fingers crossed to see if that doesn't happen.
My monster's effect activates. That ends my turn.
I'm only getting. All I need is I activate the spell card.
Yeah, so as I kind of predicted, he did have a spell card, so it was kind of misplay in my hand. I should have played it more safely and kept one of our cards.
Elemental Hero.
So that is pretty unfortunate, guys, but
Firing up. Elemental Hero Blaze Man.
we lost this duel, but we'll win it back in the next one, guys. We'll just have to buckle down and try and make the smarter plays, because it really went down to a few misplays, but
Let's battle. Blaze Man. Blaze up. Hero always wins in the end.
I have lost.
Oh,
so we'll jump back in. We're going to play a few more duels here, guys, see if we can get this win rate up. So far, 1 win, 2 losses, so it's not going great for the deck so far. So we'll jump back on. We'll try to get this quick win. I'm playing for someone from Brazil. And he's playing a Weevil deck, so he's also playing a burn type deck as well, so it's going to be a bit of a mirror match here, guys. He's actually not doing too well, because as you can see there, he will lose a rank if we beat him in this duel. We got a pretty bad starting hand, because we got a Draining Shield and 2 of our monsters. You really want to be seeing 1 monster and 3 traps in the starting hand, but we'll see how it goes, guys. So we actually drew into the wall of disruption, which is not too bad. So what we're going to do is place down 2 of our traps. Actually no, fuck it, we'll place down all 3 of our traps. And summon out the Skarmory out in attack position. And we will battle into the Weevil. So we're starting to chip damage off in his life points. We're doing pretty well, guys. We just have to watch out, because he'll start trying to chip away our life points as well.
Get ready. It's my turn. Draw. I summon summon a monster in attack position.
We're going to activate the Jar of Greed just so we can see what
Here's my face down card. Your
what card we can get out of the deck. So we can get an attack receive, which is not too bad. When he attacks him with his creature, we are just going to activate the Draining Shield so we get the life points back. I feel like that'd be very important in this game to increase our life points as much as we can.
Your life points directly.
Just because it is a mirror match, it is two kind of burn decks against each other.
my trap.
So it is going to go down to who can burn out the other person's life points fastest.
I end my turn.
Prepare yourself.
So at the moment we're in a very strong position here, guys. And we draw in, we get the Temple of the Mind's Eye, which is actually not a bad card at this stage in the duel.
From my hand.
Especially when he has a stronger creature on the field than us, so we'll be taking less damage and he will be taking more damage, which is what we want to see.
And now, I summon a monster in I set my card. Let's battle.
So we'll attack into his life points first with our White Rabbit,
Right. My monster attack.
and then with our Sky Screamery.
This can't be happening.
My monster attacks your. Do you have the courage
I
to step into
reveal
my
my face
domain?
down card.
So we gains back to 600, so we only do 400 points of damage there, but that's fine, guys, doesn't really matter.
Monsters affect
We're still exactly where we want to be. Like, he's only at 1600 and we're still on
my monster.
5500, so we're doing really well. We also have a really good back row because we still have our Wall of Disruption and we also have an attack and receive. So we just have to get that off and we'll attack one of our creatures to have the duel won.
The sound drives your deck's insects wild.
So we will just put the Man-Eater Bug at the top of our deck, not his Parasite Insect. That's why it's always good to have at least one Man-Eater Bug in the deck, because it does stop him from calling his Parasite Insects into the hand. Or into the top of your deck, sorry, not your hand.
Let's see how you like this. My monster attacks.
We will activate the Wall of Disruption just so we can get extra bit of chip damage off of his life points and to lower the attack of his creature. Even though it won't make too much of a damage because the Temple of Mind's Eye is on the field at the moment. It was just for the kind of the chip, and then we will activate the attack and receive to do an extra 700 points of damage. You'll be down to 700 plus the 2, 500. It's not looking too good for him, especially because we can attack him with our Sky Screamery and the White Rabbit next turn. We place out our White Rabbit,
I summon a monster in attack position.
and then we're attacking both our guys. As long as it doesn't have 2 enemy controllers or a Windstorm back there, we're sorted, guys.
To meet your doom. My monster attacks your life points directly.
So we had another chance from Javelin, so he's trying to stall out the duel a bit further. Down to 200 life points. And there we go, that's victory, guys. So that's 2 from 2. 2 wins, 2 losses. We're going for our 5th game, and that'll probably be the last game of the stream once we get a victory in that, and there'll be more wins than losses in this. So 2 for 2. We're going to make this a 3 and 2, guys, and make this a really good stream. I think any stream that you go out with more victories than losses is a good stream. So we're playing against another Pegasus deck, so as we can see, the Pegasus deck can range variously from what people are playing. So it'll be interesting to see what this guy's take on a Pegasus deck is.
This is going to be such fun.
And unfortunately we do get a terrible starting hand because we've got 3 of our monsters. We'll place down an attack and receive, and we'll also just place down a Man-Eater Bug. It is a bit of an bad starting hand, but hopefully we can make the best of it.
Draw. I end my turn.
He looks like he's having a bad starting hand too, because he ended his turn right there.
Draw.
So we draw. We do get Temple of the Mind's Eye. We will activate that straight off the bat, guys.
My field spell.
That's another Sky Story.
Horror awaits you. I summon a monster and attack. Let's battle.
Attack him directly just to get that bit of chip damage off on the life points. Nice 1,000 points. And we'll end our turn there.
Activates. That ends my turn.
My turn. Draw. Well now.
Okay, we gotta see what kind of deck he's playing now. Oh, it looks like he's playing a Side Ranger deck. You know, standard play for a Pegasus type deck. So, he obviously got the deck key that he was looking for in his deck to his hand. I assume that's why he didn't play anything out in the last turn.
Let the fun begin. Ritual my monster's effect activates.
So unfortunately he's going to be having like a bit of fun with us right now, but hopefully we'll be able to do enough damage to stall him out and probably maybe clinch the victory. I'm not really sure, it kind of depends on how this turn goes for us really. Dun, 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 dun.
From my hand, I activate a ritual spell.
She does get his deck key out to the field, and that is goodbye to her Man-Eater Bug now.
Hope you're ready. I ritual
The worst thing about these Side Ranger decks is it takes so long to just complete one turn. I know they like their one turn victories, just like, come on, hurry things up, we've seen this 100 times.
prepare yourself. I attack you directly with
So they're going to be taking 3,000 points of damage this turn, and he would be on 2,300.
Trap activates.
And next turn we'll be doing what, 12,000 or 1,200, and then oh sorry, 2,000. Sorry, so we just need an extra 100 points of damage off on him. My math was terribly wrong there. Yeah, so if we get the extra 100 points of damage out of our deck here, we will have a victory. Assume he doesn't have anything in his hand, like a Spear Creeper, to stop us from attacking him directly.
monster's effect activates.
Can endure this.
So assume if we get a lucky draw here and draw into one of our traps, we will clinch the victory. That's all we need, is one trap out of our deck to clinch the victory. Let's go.
Your dueling spirit is quite.
We draw, we get the Jar of Greed. It's enough, guys. It's enough. As long as we attack with our 2 Skarmories and activate the Jar of Greed off next turn, we have the victory.
In attack position. I set my card face down. Let's battle. Ah, cut you down.
Oh!
My monster
This is a
attacks you
nightmare.
directly. Ah, cut you down.
So there we go.
My monster.
He's left on 100 points of life points left. And then with our ability next turn, we will win the duel.
Activate.
I'm actually so happy. You don't know how much I hate Side Ranger decks, so just to get the victory against it is just so sweet.
I draw.
No matter what he draws, we still win. Doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter.
Time to battle. Your time's run out. I attack you directly.
Sorry, we're going to activate our Jar of Greed.
I activate a face down card. Your troubles have.
GG, Pegasus. GG. Leaving it to the last minute there, ODION, to win the duel. Oh, that's a good victory, guys. I am so delighted. So as you can see, that was 3 victories from the 5 duels we had. If you liked the video, guys, make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Coming this Monday probably, there's going to be some Pokemon videos coming out to the channel, so if you like Pokemon videos too, drop a like and subscribe to the channel, guys. See you in the next video. Bye!